Asher Allen. He is a proud graduate of DeKalb County School, having played his high school ball at Tucker High School before becoming one of the top cornerbacks in the country at the University of Georgia. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
He was named All SEC and honored as an All-Decade player, earning a reputation for his discipline, leadership, and high character both on and off the field. After college, Asher went on to play professionally for the Minnesota Vikings in the NFL. This journey from DeKalb County to the biggest stage in football is a reminder of how far dedication, hard work, and belief in yourself can take you. Today, Asher uses his platform to encourage young people to reach their potential, not just in sports, but in school, in relationships, and in life. He is passionate about giving back to the community that raised him and about showing students that their background does not limit their future. Please welcome to the stage our guest speaker, Mr. Asher Allen, and our interviewer, Ms. Victoria.
All right. Hello, hello.
Okay, so our first question will be, what was young Asher Allen like in high school?
You know what? I would say in high school. So again, I went to Tucker, and ninth grade. I wore a lot more clothes than y'all wear nowadays. So you gotta go look up something called 106 in Park. That's how we used to dress back in the day. So back in ninth grade, I would say Asher was super duper focused on sports. I played at Tucker Fitzgerald, which is a local park here, and that's where we played park ball. And then after that, obviously was able to play. So sports was everything. I'm really fortunate. I come from a family where there's a lot of athletes that played professionally and in college. So super duper focused on sports. But in ninth grade, that was big because I went to Henderson Middle School, and then from there coming to Tucker, it was different, right? You got seniors there, you got guys and girls that are way bigger than you, things like that. So it was a lot different. So I remember coming into ninth grade excited, but also not knowing what lay ahead.
I agree. Our second question will be, if you could go back and talk to your ninth grade self, what would you say?
If I could go back, talk to my ninth grade self. You know what? One thing I would say is that I think in high school, because of the set of experiences that you've been allowed to go through, you don't realize. I think if I could tell myself that there's a bunch of people in school, but you're probably going to remember two people. So that's pretty interesting. So think about your best friends that are here. There's probably going to be one to two people that you talk to after this. And so I would say that I would tell myself to really think about who you're trying to make an impression on. Because you're trying to make an impression on people or peers that you won't even know. It's really a kind of a waste of time. But definitely, I would have focused a little bit more on not trying to look a certain way to my peers, but just focusing and making the main thing the main thing.
Their question will be, what was one of the toughest moments in your life and how did you get through it?
Okay, high school. Okay. Well, the toughest thing I've ever gone through is my mom passed. She passed 3 years ago, so that's probably the toughest thing I've ever. She's my best friend, so that's probably the toughest thing. And I was always raised, and I think one thing that's good about sports is that you're used to having a schedule, and you kind of do the same thing every day. You wake up at 6, you do this, you run sprints, you work out, you do X, Y, Z, and you're really regimented. So I would say what really helped me with that is, not only a physical schedule, but also a spiritual schedule and reading and meditating and things like that. I would say in high school, y'all wouldn't believe this, but y'all, you know how people be clowning and joning and all that stuff at school. My first 6 months at Tucker High School, I was in a wheelchair. So I was getting all the heat. I was getting all the smoke. Everybody was laughing because I broke my ankle in practice. And so broke my ankle. I had to wear a cast up to here. So I'm in here with all these new people walking around with a cast. And that was pretty tough too. So I got every joke, and people still call me certain names from that. So it's cool. But that was a minute challenge compared to other things. But I would say what helped me is just having a schedule. It's super duper important. So right now, if you all look at your life and you're saying, hey, what do I do every single morning? Do I make my bed every morning? When I get to school, am I on time every morning? See, these are skills that if you don't have, when you get into the real world, you're just going to be another number, and they're going to move on past people who don't have a schedule. So what I would say in my toughest moments, having a schedule has been a very important thing.
I definitely agree. Schedule is important thing. For the fourth one will be, did you ever struggle with self-doubt or anxiety? If so, what helped you cope? If not, what would you say to a student who does?
Okay, I'm gonna have you say the second part again, but let me just answer the first one. Have I ever had? Yes. I got to take it in bite sizes. Yep. So I have. Yep. So anxiety, self doubt. So don't fool yourself. That feeling in your heart that you have, or that the butterflies in your stomach, or any type of hesitation, that's self doubt. So yes, I've had that and anxiety. And what was the second
The
question? I'm
second
sorry.
one is, if so, what helped you cope? If not, what would you say to a student who does?
What helped me cope?
Mhm.
Well, I would say one thing about being an athlete, and again, everyone here is an athlete. You can have the mindset of an athlete, even if you don't play or whatever the case may be. So it's not like if I don't play sports, I can't gain these qualities that we're talking about, because everyone's capable of doing this. But what I would say is that what helped is, as an athlete, you have an inner ear. So you get a lot of doubts, right? And you get a lot of people, imagine having a bad play, and it's not just people here. You got millions of people online saying, "Oh, he sucks. That's just horrible. And he can't do." So you hear a lot of bad things, and so that kind of feeds into your self-doubt. That also feeds into your anxiety as well. And so you have to have an inner ear, someone inside that's telling you positive things. So when I have self-doubt, I have to override that with saying things that are positive. So if I doubt that, I can do good on a test, or if I doubt that I can do good on something performance based, the number one thing that I'm going to do is tell myself, you can do it. And I just keep saying that until uh, that happens. So I never allow negative talk to come out my mouth ever, because we already deal with enough self doubt and anxiety. So
So this is making yourself feel positive more than negative.
exactly. It's tough out there. So imagine being out there. It's Monday Night Football. Everybody's looking. If you mess up, you may lose your job. You may lose your house. That's a lot of pressure. And you're out there going against like the best wide receiver. In my mind, I'm telling myself, Asher, you're going to kill this dude. You're going to win. You're going to do good. You're going to do good. And so taking that, whether you're about to have a test or whether at home things aren't as peaceful as you would like it, or maybe life isn't, you have to keep telling yourself, I'm going to succeed. I'm going to do great. And whether or not everybody else believes you, that means zero. If you believe that and you tell yourself that, it will happen.
Our fifth question would be, can you share a time during high school when you had to step away from a situation, relationship, or opportunity, even though it was hard or difficult, because you knew it wasn't right for your future?
Okay. Oh, you can use this one.
Wait, maybe.
And we'll just switch back and forth.
Okay. Okay. Can you share a time during high school when you had to step away from a situation, relationship, or opportunities, even though it was difficult, because you knew wasn't right for your future?
Okay. You know what? I would say yes. So I had a group of really, really good friends growing up that I knew since like second grade, literally. And we were really, really good friends. And so I'll take the relationship part. Once I realized I really wanted to like do something, I realized that they were holding me back. And it's super duper tough to do that, right? Because they say, hey, I'm your day one, you acting brand new. How, it wasn't a problem before, but they were doing things I wasn't willing to do that was holding me back. They were late to class. They were getting in trouble. They were getting caught in cars, smoking, doing stuff. And I realized really quick that, hey, if I do that, I can't get to where I'm going to get to. If I do that, I can't buy my mom a house. If I do that, I can't set up my family in a situation that I didn't have. And so once I realized that my goals were concrete and I knew that after Tucker, I wanted to do the best that I could, unfortunately, and again, and when you change your relationship circle, you're not judging them or you're not talking to them, but that intimate association who you talk to every single day, see, these people are going to influence you. So do not think that you're not going to be influenced by the people around you. That's exactly what's going to happen. And so I would say for me, it was really, really tough choosing a new intimate circle of friends that had the same goals that I was aligned with. That was challenging because you got a lot of anger came from that, but my goals and the people who I loved were more important.
And this question has a second part to it. So, what helped you make the choice, and what did you take away from the experience?
Prayer. So I prayed about it. My father, again, is my best friend, and so I always talk to him about everything, big or small. It can be about a football game, or it can be about, hey, Dad, I'm trying to bounce something off of you. And so I'm very thankful to have him in my life, and I still have that relationship with him. So that helped me just talking to my mentors, and even in high school, those were my coaches, right? And it was my dad, and I talked to him about it, and the relationship that I have with him is so important because there's like two people that I trust blindly. Like if they tell me to jump off a bridge, I'm not going to do it, but I'll think about it. And that's like my mom and dad. So like if they tell me something, I know it's only for my good. And so around that time, I remember bouncing that because I was around 11th grade. And he was like, boy, if you keep hanging out with them, you're going to get caught. They're going to take your scholarship and you can be right with them in DeKalb, whatever you're at, doing the same thing. And so that was super helpful, just talking to those who I trusted and who had more experience than me. And then even if I didn't understand it, believing in the process.
Shout out to your dad, the best.
Yes, yes, yes.
Other question, how have your skill as a cornerback helped you in life outside of football, especially when it comes to handling challenges, staying disciplined, and healthy decision making?
Well, I will say, well, first of all, as a cornerback, that position is super high pressure, right? Like they know what they're doing, you don't know what they're doing. They're really, really good. You're good, and somehow I have to stop this person. Meanwhile, again, it's on ESPN. Everybody's watching. What are you going to do? So that type of pressure that is introduced to your life doesn't change. So it may be a job interview. It may be you look at your bank account, you got $100 in there, but you got kids, you got a husband, or you got a wife, and you're looking like, how are we going to make this happen? So I think those reps in super high pressure situations and being able to succeed in those, you just really start to believe in yourself because you have those reps, and you start to realize that if it's within my power, if I do my best and I put that work in before, the best situation for me is going to happen. And I have all the faith in that. So whether it's a business deal or whether it's a relationship, when I feel that high pressure, that anxiety, like, oh, I don't really want to do this, I know that if I do my best, because I put that work in, that the best outcome for me is going to happen. So I would say playing cornerback, that has been very helpful because I get those reps in high pressure situations. And so when I'm in high pressure situations, I just trust my work and I know that it's going to work out.
Believing in yourself. Okay, our last question will be, what's one thing you wish every ninth grader knew about life?
About life. Okay. One thing I wish every ninth grader knew about life. I would say in ninth grade, don't take offense. I'm 38, so ninth graders are how old? Ninth grade is how? 14. So I'm in like super uncle mode in front of y'all, right? So that's cool. And I'm okay. I take that. I would say this. If I was in ninth grade, shout out to all the people sitting in the front because that's super duper important. If I could go back to ninth grade, and I did have this advice and I did use it, and it did help me. If I was in ninth grade, I would make sure that you understand that from this day forward, you're building your reputation. So if you sitting like this, I see you, I'm looking at you. If you on your phone, if you biting your fingernails, if you playing with your hair, if you, all of that is cool in high school, right? And it's cool in the ninth grade. But once you get around people who are gonna write checks to you, once you get around people that can help you go to college, once you get around people that can help you get your parents a new car, a new house, get you the things that you really want in life, you recognize that how you present yourself is everything. And you never know where you may see someone again. So you in the corner over here, this person in the corner over here, in 10 years, you may need a job. And this dude, because, or this young lady, because she put the hard work in, may be your interviewer. And she'll be looking at you like, you know, I know you, right? You know, I know everything about you. I know what you did in high school, what you didn't do in high school. I remember you coming out that car. I remember you coming out that house. They're going to remember all of that. So that is pressure that I would say put on yourself now and determine now, even if in ninth grade you're just worrying about getting to 10th grade, just realize you have so much life and your runway is so long that starting today, your teacher's impression of you, your principal's impression of you, ask yourself right now, what will my ninth grade homeroom teacher say about me? Am I disciplined? Do I say yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am? Am I on time for class? Do I turn in my assignments on time? Or am I in the back with my headphones on, listening to music and just trying to make it? Because I'm telling you right now, life is going to be so hard for you. If you think this is hard, you are going to graduate and you are going to say, oh, I can't say, you're going to say, oh crap, I want to go back. Now you're going to try to rebuild all these relationships and you've already made your impression. So please, out of all these people, for the 6% that's listening, that 6%, make sure that you understand from this day forward, you're building your resume. And the person that's next to you or your teacher, you may run into them in 5 years and they may be the one that makes the decision that changes your life. So really, really listen and put your best foot forward.
Well, thank you so much for answering these questions. I bet a lot of people took it and you probably changed somebody's life right now.
Sure,
Or
sure.
a preview in like high school and stuff. So this time you can use it to just like tell us about yourself
Okay.
and just any motivation you have.
Okay, sure. No problem. No problem. Okay, so there's three things I want to share with you guys real quick. I'll stand up. There's three things I want to share with you guys because not only I get a chance to do this in a lot of places, but you guys are special to me because we're all cut from the same cloth. We come from DeKalb County. We all been here for a super duper long time. And so I want you guys to succeed, okay? And if you don't have someone in your life that tells you these things, it's okay, okay? If you want to, you can go on all the social media channels, type in Asher Allen. Feel free to connect with me, okay? Because if you need advice, and if I don't have that answer, I want to make sure that I expose you to people that have that answer because I want you guys to know that you're capable, okay? And if nobody has ever told you that, I'm sorry, okay? You are capable. Everything that you have imagined, and especially in the world that you guys are going to be growing up when it comes to the use of technology, having AI. We work with companies that they're building technology that used to take 6 months to a year. They're building it in like a week. And these guys are like one man, two man, a boy and a girl companies that are exiting for like $100 million. And they do it in like 6 months. So you guys are in a landscape that's so different than when I was growing up, okay? So your opportunities, if you don't take advantage of it, you're the only person that can blame, okay? We're not in a third world country. We're not in an area where you don't have access. So if you don't take advantage of that, that's something that you have to look at yourself and ask why, okay? Here are 3 things I want you guys to take away. If you didn't hear one thing, I get it. I've been 9th grade. I've been in your spot. I've been worrying about what I'm going to do afterwards and get this old man off the stage. I get it. You're not hurting my feelings, trust me. But there's the 3 things that I want you guys to take away, okay? 1, how you do anything is how you do everything, okay? How you do anything, say anything, is how you do everything, say everything. So what that means is this, okay? Ask yourself right now, how does my room look? Right now, think about that. If I walked into your room, you said clean, excellent. How does your room look? And if you think you can separate behaviors at home or behaviors anywhere else and they won't bleed into other things, you're fooling yourself. I don't get paid to do a single thing. I just want to help you guys. So how you do anything is how you do everything. So I want you to take a mindset with sharpening your pen. I don't care what you do. Playing games, walking to class, getting dressed, do it with the utmost expectation that you're going to do your best. Okay? That's the first thing. Okay? How you do anything is how you do everything. Second thing, how you treat anyone is how you treat everyone. Okay? What's your janitor's name? It took too long. Mr. Smith. How you treat Mr. Smith, how you treat the lunch lady, how you treat your teachers is how you're going to treat everybody. From this day forward, I'm going to challenge you guys. Make sure you see Mr. Smith every single day. You say, hey, Mr. Smith, thank you. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate you. When you see your teachers, say thank you. I appreciate you. When you see whoever is here, hold the door for them. Because again, how you treat anyone, someone that may seem unimportant, life is really, really interesting. You'll run into that person again. Okay? So again, how you treat anyone, say anyone, is how you'll treat everyone. Okay. Last thing. And this is so true. I wish somebody would have told me this. You are the sum of those around you. So what I want you guys to do today, this is all rhetorical. I want you to think about your day ones. Think about the people that you're with right now. Your day ones. It could be a male, it could be a female, it could be a boyfriend, it could be a girlfriend. Y'all too young to be having boyfriends and girlfriends, by the way. But you can have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be. Okay? Listen. Hey guys, come on. I got a few more minutes, okay? Look at those who are around you. The sum of those around you. Make sure that they have the qualities that you want to have. Because wherever they're at, that's where you're going to be. Okay? So again, the 3 things. How you do anything is how you do everything. How you treat anyone is how you're going to treat everyone. And lastly, you are the sum of those around you. So if you are the smartest person in your room, you're in the wrong room. Get out. Okay? If you're the strongest, if you're the most disciplined person in your clique, get out. You need to continue to try to grow and make sure that you're around those who are pushing you. Okay? I wish nothing but the best for you guys. Again, my name is Asher Allen. Feel free to reach out to me. Love you guys. Have a good day. And so I want to take a picture. If I come down there, you take a picture from like, okay.
Mr. Allen, we'd like to thank you so much for taking your time to be at Clarkston High School.
No, thank you so much. Yes, thank you.
Oh, did we get a picture?
Oh yeah, please. Okay. Okay, you come over.
Okay. It must be bad.
Okay, I'm gonna come down there. We'll take a picture.